This video is about she was his mate, but she couldn't survive the shift. If this story captivates you, please like the video, share it with loved ones, and write in the comments how it touched your heart. ***, she was his mate, but she couldn't survive the shift. ***. The moon hung low, cloaked in mist, casting an ethereal glow over the sprawling expanse of the silverwood forest. Shadows flickered among the trees as the members of the Black Firm Pack gathered at the ancient clearing for the ritual of the shift. The air was thick with tension and anticipation, a palpable energy thrumming beneath the surface. Kieran, the young alpha, stood at the edge of the clearing, his heart pounding. Alpha blood coursed through his veins, and with it came the weight of expectation. He was ready to lead his pack, but tonight was different. Beside him stood Alara, the girl who had haunted his dreams since childhood. "Were you ready for this?" Alara asked, her voice trembling ever so slightly. Her deep emerald eyes flickered with a mix of fear and excitement, the very essence of a werewolf yearning to break free. "More than ready," Kieran replied, his heart racing. But the certainty in his voice masked an undercurrent of dread. They had spent years preparing for this night, yet deep down, he feared what awaited them. As the moon's light intensified, the pack members began to shift, bones cracking and muscles rippling beneath fur. But Alara hesitated, feeling an invisible barrier holding her back. "Kieran," she whispered, panic creeping into her voice. He stepped closer, his expression softening. "You'll be okay, Alara. Trust in the shift. It is our destiny." But even as he spoke, doubt gnawed at him. Alara had always been different from the others, a fragile flower amidst the wildflowers. "I don't know if I can do this," she admitted, her voice breaking. The fear of the unknown coursed through her. "Look at me," he commanded gently, his hands cupping her face. "You are strong, you are my mate, and we are meant to be together." Alara's breath hitched, the word mate hanging between them like a fragile thread. In werewolf lore, a mate was a bond that transcended time, a tether of souls, and she wanted nothing more than to embrace that destiny, a destiny she felt slipping away. Suddenly, a howl rang out, reverberating through the trees. The sound jolted Alara from her thoughts. The pack was shifting, and she felt an overwhelming urge to join them. "I need to try," she stammered, her heart racing as she stepped back towards the pack. "Wait." Kieran reached for her, but she was already stepping forward, surrendering to the pull of her wolf. The transformation began, but the pain in her bones was different. It was more intense, a burning fire that coursed through her. Kieran watched in horror as Alara's form began to shift. The light of the moon flickered, shadows dancing around them as she clutched her chest. "Kieran," she cried out, agony lacing her words. "It hurts." "Stay with me," he shouted desperately, panic surging through him. He lunged for her, but the energy crackling around Alara was too fierce, pushing him back. "I can bear it," she gasped, her voice barely a whisper as her body racked with pain. "Kieran, I can." With a final agonizing cry, Alara collapsed to the forest floor, her body caught between shifting and human form. The pack halted, their eyes wide with disbelief. Kieran fell to his knees beside her, cradling her in his arms as her skin shimmered and flickered, struggling to find balance. No, he murmured, his heart shattering. He could feel her spirit wavering, a flickering candle struggling against the wind. "Alara, fight it, please." With great effort, she opened her eyes, now clouded and distant. "Kieran." Tears streamed down her cheeks, and he could see the fear mirrored in her gaze. "I am scared." "I'll never leave you," he vowed, his voice raw with emotion. "We will find a way. You are my mate, you were meant to be with me." But Alara's breath came in shallow gasps. "I don't think I can survive this. The shift is too strong. I don't belong to this world." "Math?" The word tore from his throat, raw and primal. "You belong with me, Alara. We were made for each other." As the last of her strength dwindled, he could feel their bond fraying, a tether of light dimming in the night. "Kieran, I love you," she whispered, her voice barely audible. Promise me you'll be okay. Promise me you'll find your way." "Don't say that," he begged, shaking his head, his heart breaking. "I can lose you, I can." But in that moment the forest fell silent. Alara's body stilled, her gaze fading into the depths of shadows. And just like that, her spirit slipped from his grasp, leaving behind only the echo of their love. Kieran howled, a sound filled with despair and loss, the cry of an alpha mourning his mate. The rest of the pack watched in silent horror, their hearts heavy. The bond of matehood was sacred, and witnessing its destruction felt like a betrayal to their very nature. "What happened?" one of the pack members whispered, eyes wide with fear. Did she die?" Kieran's breath came in ragged gasps as he cradled Alara's lifeless body, his heart shattering beneath the weight of grief. She's gone, he choked, the sound tearing at his soul. I failed her. The pack began to disperse, the moon overhead a serene witness to the tragedy that unfolded. Yet Kieran remained, his heart shattered into a million pieces. He was the alpha, the leader, yet in this moment he felt powerless. Days turned into weeks, and Kieran found himself lost within the depths of his sorrow. The once vibrant pack felt like a hollow shell, their laughter extinguished by grief. He wandered the Silverwood forest, searching for answers, for a glimmer of hope. In the solitude of the woods, he stumbled upon an ancient shrine, its stones worn by time, entwined with vines. It pulsed with a soft, mystical light. Drawn to it, Kieran knelt and placed his hand against the cool stone. "Help me," he whispered, his voice a broken plea. "I can see live without her." Suddenly, a soft voice echoed through the air, like a gentle breeze rustling the leaves. "The bond of mates is powerful, young Alpha. If you seek to reclaim your love, the journey will not be easy." Kieran's heart raced. "I would face any challenge just to have her back." "Love has its price," the voice warned, a hint of resignation woven within it. "But if you tread this path, understand that destinies can be altered, yet they come with consequences." With a fierce determination swelling within him, Kieran nodded. "I will do what must be done." The moon shone brighter than it ever had before, illuminating his path as he took the first step into the unknown. Love and destiny intertwined, urging him forward as he embarked on a journey to reclaim what was lost, to bring Alara back to the world where she belonged. And so, the tale began not just of loss, but of undying love, fierce determination, and the hope that even in darkness, light could be found. The moon reached its zenith, a silver sentinel hanging high above, illuminating Kieran's path. With each step deeper into the woods, the air thickened with the scent of damp earth and fading summer blooms. Hope mingled with desperation, igniting a fierce fire within him. The voice from the shrine echoed in his mind, its weight carried by the shadowy trees surrounding him. Destinies can be altered, yet they come with consequences. He clutched his chest, feeling the ache of Alara's absence. "I'll pay any price," he murmured, the words a vow whispered to the wind. His journey led him to the heart of Silverwood, a place where the veil between worlds thin. Rumors spoke of ancient magic buried deep, flames of power flickering in hidden groves. But as an alpha, he had been warned of the consequences a gamble with fate could unravel the very fabric of their existence. The trees grew denser, their gnarled branches whispering secrets to one another. A low growl resonated, sending a shiver down his spine. Kieran paused, senses heightened. "Show yourself," he called, his voice firm yet laced with anxiety. From the shadows emerged a figure cloaked in darkness, eyes glinting like polished obsidian. It was Zephyr, the rogue werewolf known for his cunning ways and venomous tongue. "Kieran, what a delightful surprise," he sneered, his voice smooth like silk, yet sharp. "Stay out of my way, Zephyr," Kieran growled, clenching his fists. The memory of betrayal from the past lingered. Zephyr had once been a member of the Black One Pack before his hunger for power led him astray. "Oh, but I can't resist watching this little spectacle," Zephyr replied, an amused glint in his eyes. "The mighty Alpha chasing shadows and lost loves. It has poetic, really." Kieran stepped forward, fury igniting his instincts. "What do you want? I have no time for your games." "Games?" Zephyr chuckled, the sound echoing through the trees. "This is no game, Kieran. You tread dangerous waters. You think you can just reclaim her. Magic doesn't bend to the will of fools." "I'll do whatever it takes," Kieran spat, unyielding. "You wouldn't understand love if it bit you. You lost everything because of your greed." "Touch." Zephyr's expression darkened. "But remember, love is a blade that cuts both ways. You may find more than you bargained for in your quest." He stepped back into the shadows, leaving Kieran with a warning that echoed long after he vanished. Kieran hesitated, feeling the weight of Zephyr's words. But he refused to succumb to doubt. More than anything, he needed a sign, a beacon of hope guiding him through the treacherous journey ahead. As darkness enveloped the forest, he stumbled upon a glade, a shimmering pool reflecting the moonlight like a mirror. A sense of tranquility washed over him, but beneath it lay a current of uncertainty. He knelt at the water's edge, whispering, "Alara, I need you, please guide me." The water rippled, and a vision emerged, a fleeting image of Alara smiling, her laughter echoing sweetly in his ears. Just as quickly, the vision blurred, replaced by shadows that wrapped around her, suffocating her light. Kieran's heart raced as the desperation clawed at him. "I'll find you," he vowed, the intensity of his promise resonating through the glade. He pressed his palms against the cool surface, feeling the energy pulse through him. What do I need to do? Suddenly, the water shifted, swirling into a figure of beautiful woman draped in ethereal robes, her hair flowing like silver ribbons. You seek to defy fate, young Alpha, she asked, her voice melodic yet laden with warning. Yes, Kieran replied, determination lighting his gaze. I will face whatever trials await me. I can tee live without her. The price of love is steep, the woman said, her expression softening. To reclaim your mate, you must traverse the shadow realm, where love intertwines with loss, and every choice could cost you dearly. Then take me, Kieran urged, his heart racing. I will not falter. With a wave of her hand, the glade transformed, shadows folding into themselves and pulling Kieran into a whirlwind of darkness. He felt weightless, yet heavy with expectation. When he landed, he found himself in a realm awash in twilight, the sky painted in hues of violet and gold. The air crackled with energy, and every corner whispered secrets of lost souls. Alara, he shouted, the sounds followed by the eerie silence. From amidst the shadows, figures emerged, lost souls drifting, their eyes filled with longing. Kieran moved through the realm, searching for Alara's essence. He could feel her presence, faint yet constant, like a beacon in the night. Help me, the voice cried, echoing from the depths. Kieran turned, heart racing. A spirit emerged from the shadows, her face contorted in anguish. I gave everything for love, and now I am trapped in this abyss. Who are you? Kieran asked, recognizing the pain mirrored in her gaze. I was once a mate, like you, she replied, her voice trembling. But I lost everything trying to reclaim what was taken from me. Do not be fooled, the darkness will consume you. Kieran's heart ached for her. I can abandon hope. Alara is worth the risk. The spirit's eyes softened. Then listen well, every choice has consequences. Your heart will be tested. You may find that not all love is destined to return. Before he could respond, shadows surged around him, dragging him deeper into the realm. He fought against the darkness, his spirit refusing to yield. Alara, he called, desperation fueling his strength. Suddenly, the shadows parted, revealing a lush meadow teeming with wildflowers. In the center stood a figure, Alara, ethereal and radiant, as if she were woven from strands of moonlight. Kieran, she breathed, her voice like a soft caress, yet tinged with sadness. She reached for him, but the air between them crackled with tension. Don't you dare say goodbye, he implored, rushing toward her. I am here to bring you back. We can fight this together. I can stay, she whispered, tears shimmering in her eyes. The shift it took me beyond the veil. I am bound to this realm now. Love? Kieran's voice cracked, desperation clawing at him. Alara, you're my mate. We were meant to be together. I would brave anything for you. Her gaze flickered, filled with both love and sorrow. You don't understand, Kieran. Love binds, but it can also imprison. You must choose your love or your pack. This realm demands a sacrifice. Kieran's heart thudded painfully in his chest. What do you mean? The bond we share is powerful, yet it comes with a price. To reclaim me, you must sever your ties to the Blackthorn pack. No, he shouted, the realization tearing through him. I can't abandon them. They are my family. Then you must let me go, she said softly, a bittersweet smile gracing her lips. I'll always love you, but you have a destiny to fulfill, a pact to protect. I am a part of your past, Kieran. Don't say that, he pleaded, anguish spilling from his heart. There has to be another way. Alara stepped closer, her fingers brushing against his cheek, sending waves of longing and love coursing through him. Every choice we make shapes our destinies. I want you to live, to lead your pack, find happiness. Kieran, don't let my lust define you. I can lose you, he cried, the weight of grief threatening to crush him. I will never find happiness without you. Her gaze softened, and he saw the light of their shared moments, the laughter, the love, the dreams. You will carry me in your heart. Our bond transcends this realm, Kieran. You must trust in that. As the shadows began to close in around her, Kieran felt his heart shatter into a million pieces. I will fight for you, Alara. I will make sure your spirit is never lost. With one final, lingering look, she began to fade, her essence slipping from his grasp. I love you, Kieran, always. Kieran fell to his knees, his cries echoing through the realm as her light dimmed, leaving behind an emptiness that threatened to consume him. In that moment, he understood the true cost of love, the burden of choice, the weight of sacrifice. But he also felt the flicker of hope, a promise he would carry with him. He would honor her memory, protect their bond, and forge a new path for himself and the Blackthorn pack, one that would honor the love they shared. With renewed resolve, Kieran rose to his feet, the shadows swirling around him. I will find my way, he vowed, the words firm in resolve. Kieran stood alone in the fading twilight of the shadow realm, the echoes of Alara's love reverberating in his heart. The shadows that had enveloped him began to dissipate, revealing the lingering beauty of the meadow where they had shared their last moment. His resolve burned brighter now, a guiding flame fueled by loss and love. Just as the night deepened, the ethereal light of the meadow flickered, and a familiar figure emerged from the darkness. Zephyr, smirking and swaggering, his presence a stark contrast against the delicate beauty of the glade. "Still chasing shadows, are we?" Zephyr's voice dripped with sarcasm. "I hear the cries of lost souls, but tell me, Kieran, do you truly believe you can defy fate?" Kieran felt a surge of anger rise within him. "I didn't come here for your taunts, Zephyr. I came to reclaim my mate, and nothing, not even you, will stand in my way." Zephyr chuckled, crossing his arms. "Ah, but that's where the real challenge lies. You see, love is not a mere game of bravery. It demands sacrifice, and I wonder, are you truly prepared?" "Ivy faced the depths of despair," Kieran retorted, stepping closer, his voice steady, resolute. "What more could you possibly throw at me? Ivy already lost everything. Be careful of your bravado." Zephyr's smile faded, his eyes narrowing. "The Shadow Realm thrives on illusions. You may find what you seek, but it might not be the way you imagine." Kieran's heart raced at the implications. "What do you mean?" "The truth can be a bitter pill," Zephyr replied, his tone turning grave. "The world you seek to return to is not the same. Betrayal lurks in the hearts of those you trust. Can you handle the pain of discovering what your pack has become?" A chill crept up Kieran's spine. "What are you talking about?" But before Zephyr could respond, the shadows twisted around him, spiraling like a storm, consuming his form until he vanished altogether. Kieran stood in the eerie silence, the weight of Zephyr's words pressing heavily on his chest. Could the Blackthorn pack have turned against him? Doubt gnawed at him, but he pushed it aside. He had to focus on his mission, reclaiming Alara. With each step deeper into the Shadow Realm, Kieran felt the pulse of magic thrumming in the air. He knew he had to navigate the labyrinth of this mystical world, where both light and darkness mingled seamlessly. The path twisted and turned, and he sensed other spirits watching lost souls who felt the pain of unfulfilled destinies. As he forged ahead, he came upon a clearing where moonlight spilled like liquid silver. In the center stood a majestic tree, its trunk broad and ancient, shimmering with a soft glow. Kieran approached, feeling an inexplicable connection to it. "Tree of Winds," he whispered reverently, recalling tales of the ancient spirits housed within its gnarled branches. "Guide me to Alara." A rustling sound emanated from the tree, and a voice, both ethereal and wise, emerged from the leaves. "Young Alpha, you seek that which has slipped beyond the veil, yet every choice bears a weight. Are you prepared to face the truth?" "I am," Kieran declared, steeling himself. "I will do what it takes." The tree's branches swayed, casting shadows that danced upon the ground. "Then listen, Mel. You must confront the trials of love, each trial binding you closer to Alara, yet revealing the depths of your heart. Only then can you reclaim what was lost." With a sudden rush of wind, Kieran felt himself swept away, the world around him dissolving into a torrent of colors and sounds. His heart raced, and as the storm settled, he found himself in a desolate landscape dark and twisted with thorns, reminiscent of his deepest fears. A voice echoed through the gloom, familiar yet tainted with malice. "Kieran, welcome back." Kieran's breath hitched as he turned. Before him stood a figure clad in darkness, his features twisted by betrayal. It was Rylan, his childhood friend, and once a trusted member of the Blackthorn pack. "Rylan?" Kieran breathed, disbelief flooding his senses. "What happened to you?" "Thou I've seen the light, Kieran," Rylan replied, his voice smooth and dangerous. "The pack's loyalty is to strength, not sentiment, and I've chosen my path, a far more powerful one. You've betrayed everything we stood for." Kieran shouted, anger flaring within him. "The pack is family, how could you turn your back?" Rylan laughed, a bitter sound echoing through the hollow landscape. "Family? You mean those who would toss you aside at the first sign of weakness. You read the Alpha now, but I doubt your strength." "Strength is not measured by cruelty," Kieran countered, fist clenched. "What have you done to the pack?" "Let us just say that you realize the futility of following a broken leader," Rylan sneered. "Your grief has made you weak, Kieran, and that weakness will cost you dearly." "Don't underestimate me." Kieran roared, the pulse of his wolf surging beneath the surface. "Oh, I expect nothing less," Rylan replied, stepping closer, eyes glinting with malice. "But know this, the pack no longer respects you. They crave power, and I can give it to them." "What do you want?" Kieran demanded, sensing the darkness that radiated from Rylan. "Why, Kieran, I want you to join me," Rylan said, his tone seductive. Together, we could lead this pack into a new era, one free from the burden of matehood, where strength reigns supreme. I will never betray Lara. Kieran spat, the memories of their love flooding his mind. I'd rather die than forsake her. Then die you shall, Rylan hissed, lunging forward, shadows swirling around him like a tempest. Kieran braced himself, tapping into the primal energy coursing through him. Their bodies clash, a whirlwind of fur and fangs, the air crackling with the force of their struggle. But Kieran fought not just for survival. He fought for love, for Lara, for the future they had envisioned together. With a fierce growl, Kieran broke free, summoning the strength of his ancestors. He surged forward, pinning Rylan to the ground, the realization dawning on him. You have lost your way, Rylan. You've allowed darkness to consume your heart. Enough. Rylan snarled, summoning dark energy to rise up around him. This isn't he over? Kieran's heart raced as he prepared to strike, feeling the weight of destiny entwined with his love for Alara. It is for you. I'll never forsake what is true. With a final burst of resolve, Kieran unleashed a wave of light, enveloping Rylan in a brilliant glow. The dark shadows recoiled, and with a primal howl, Rylan dissipated into the ether, leaving behind a silence that echoed through the empty landscape. Panting heavily, Kieran stood, the remnants of the battle swelling around him. Ilara, he whispered, tears brimming in his eyes. I will find you. As the world shifted again, colors bleeding into one another, Kieran found himself in a realm that felt strangely familiar. The Blackthorn pack stood before him, their faces haunted, eyes filled with uncertainty. He sensed their fear, confusion, and the burden of betrayal that had taken root in their hearts. Alpha, one of them spoke, a young wolf named Ash. What happened to you? I fought for you. I fought for Alara, Kieran said, his voice steady, but the pain of their betrayal clawed at him. But I need to know, have you turned against me? The pack shifted uncomfortably, their eyes filled with doubt. We were lost without you, Ash admitted, his voice trembling. Rylan has been manipulating us, feeding on our fears. Kieran's heart sank. You must find strength within yourselves. Alara is gone, but I will not abandon you. Together, we can heal from this darkness. But can we trust you, Kieran? Then another voice piped up, skepticism lacing the air. You left us when we needed you most. Kieran's heart ached, the burden of doubt heavier than any physical struggle. I was lost in my grief, but I am here now. I will not lead you astray. Join me, fight for the pack we've rebuilt together. The pack exchanged glances, uncertainty etched on their faces. But slowly, one by one, they stepped forward, eyes filled with hope. We will follow you, Kieran, Ash declared, his voice resolute. Together, we can reclaim our pack. Kieran felt a swell of determination rise within him, igniting a fire in his soul. They were more than a pack, they were family, and together they could rise from the ashes of betrayal and grief. As he looked at their hopeful faces, he felt Alara, a spirit nearby, a whisper of love guiding him forward. She had sacrificed so. Kieran stood at the center of the clearing, surrounded by the remnants of the Blackthorn pack. As he gazed upon their uncertain faces, he felt the weight of their fractured trust pressing down on him. We've faced darkness before, he began, his voice steady but laced with emotion. But we've always emerged stronger. We can do that again. But can we believe in you? A voice broke through the murmur, laden with skepticism. It belonged to Mara, a fierce warrior with eyes that once sparkled with loyalty but now flickered with doubt. You were gone, Kieran. Rylan preyed upon our fears while you were lost in your grief. I know, he replied, the guilt heavy in his chest. I was a fool to let my sorrow blind me. I should have been by your side. He took a step forward. I fought for our love, for the bond Alara and I shared, but it was you, the pack, that I abandoned. I promised to never let that happen again. The silence hung in the air, thick and suffocating. Kieran felt the stirrings of memories, the evenings spent under the stars, the laughter shared over hunts, the dreams woven into the fabric of their lives. Those memories felt like a lifeline, urging him to push forward. I want to let Rylan's darkness consume us. We are stronger together, and together, we will reclaim our future. But the question lingered, could he truly unite them? Could he mend the rift that had grown during his absence? He could sense their hesitance, the fear that had seeped into their hearts like poison. It was a fear of betrayal, of loss, all too familiar. Mara stepped forward, her expression softening, though wariness remained in her gaze. What do we do now, Kieran? Rylan still holds power over many of our wolves. We were scattered, afraid. Then we fight, Kieran declared, his voice rising with fervor. We gather our strength and confront him. We show him that the Blackthorn pack stands united, that love and loyalty can shatter even the deepest darkness. With a deep breath, he reached out to the pack, his heart racing. We must face our fears together. Each of you has a purpose. I need you to remember who you are. Remember Alara's spirit, the love we shared, the bonds that unite us. Her spirit? Ash, the young wolf, echoed, his voice trembling. You still believe she is with us? Kieran nodded, tears brimming in his eyes. Yes, I feel her presence guiding me. She sacrificed everything for our love. I will not let her light fade into the shadows. The pack exchanged glances, uncertainty and hope flickering in their eyes. Finally, Mara took a step forward, her voice shaking but resolute. I will stand with you, Kieran, for Alara. One by one, the other members joined her, each pledging their loyalty anew. Kieran felt a surge of warmth flood through him. They were not lost together, they were a force of nature, a pack that could weather any storm. As the moon cast its silver glow over the clearing, they began to strategize, their voices rising in a chorus of determination. Plans took shape, their shared breaths igniting a spark of hope that flickered to life in their hearts. But even as they fell into the rhythm of camaraderie, Kieran felt an undercurrent of dread. The confrontation with Rylan awaited them, and he knew the price of failure could be irreversible. The next night, Kieran led the pack through the familiar paths of Silverwood Forest, their steps echoing against the silent trees. Each rustle in the underbrush sent shivers down his spine, memories of fear and betrayal clawing at him. But he pushed them aside, focusing on the strength of the pack at his side. As they emerged into a clearing, shadows danced ominously beneath the branches overhead. Rylan stood at the center, flanked by a group of wolves, their eyes glinting with darkness. The air crackled with tension as Kieran stepped forward, heart pounding in his chest. Rylan, he shouted, his voice ringing out like a challenge. You've deceived our pack for too long. Your reign of terror ends tonight. Rylan's lips curled into a mocking smile. Ah, the prodigal alpha returns, how quaint. He stepped forward, eyes glinting with malice. And you've brought your little band of misfits, how adorable. Kieran felt the rage boiling within him, but he kept his composure. You've turned our family against each other. You've infected the pack with your darkness, and I am here to end it. End it? Rylan laughed, the sound cold and hollow. Here we are outnumbered, Kieran. They've tasted the power I offer. They once he abandoned me for a shattered alpha clinging to the ghost of his mate. Your power is built on lies. Kieran shot back, his voice unwavering. You prey on their fears, manipulate their trust, that as time they see the truth. As he spoke, he felt the bond with his pack solidify, their resolve strengthening in the face of Rylan's taunts. Together, we will reclaim what is ours. Together, we will fight for love. With a roar, Kieran charged forward, the energy of his wolf surging within him. The pack followed suit, a woe in the fern's strength surging toward Rylan and his minions. Chaos erupted in the clearing, growls and howls echoing through the night. Kieran fought with every ounce of strength, his heart fueled by the love he had for Lara and for his pack. He felt their spirits behind him, guiding him as he faced Rylan. In that moment, the darkness surrounding them seemed to retreat, illuminated by the fierce light of their unity. But just as victory felt within reach, Rylan unleashed a surge of dark energy, sending it rippling through the pack. Kieran stumbled as the shadows clawed at him, but he fought back, his instincts kicking in as he roared with defiance. Fight it, we are stronger together. In that moment of desperation, Kieran felt Alara's spirit surge within him, a blinding light piercing through the darkness. It enveloped him, granting him strength and clarity. For Alara, he cried, rallying the pack around him. And as if ignited by the very essence of their love, they surged forward, a tide of determination crashing against the shadows. Kieran and Rylan met again, a clash of wills, fangs, and fury. The air hummed with energy, the battle becoming a dance of light and dark. Your love is a weakness, Kieran. Rylan spat, his eyes wild with rage. No, Kieran replied, forcing Rylan back with a powerful swipe. It is my strength, Alara's love guides me, it binds us. With a primal growl, Kieran burst forward, the energy of his wolf surging through him. He felt the essence of Alara, the warmth of their love igniting every fiber of his being. With a final, fierce strike, he overwhelmed Rylan, a light bursting forth and consuming the darkness. Rylan howled, a sound of pure anguish as he was swept away, vanishing into the ether. And just like that, the oppressive shadows dissipated, leaving behind a clearing bathed in moonlight. The pack stood in stunned silence, breathing heavily, eyes wide with disbelief at what they had just witnessed. Kieran turned to them, his heart racing. We did it, together. Mara stepped forward, tears glistening in her eyes. You led us back, Kieran. You showed us what true strength is. With a heavy heart, Kieran looked up at the moon, feeling Alara's spirit shining down on him, a bittersweet reminder of a love that had guided him through the darkest of nights. "I couldn't have done it without all of you," he replied, voice cracking. "Alara's love binds us still. We honor her memory by standing united." As the night deepened, the Blackthorn pack found solace in one another, their hearts intertwined a tapestry of love, laughter, and healing. Though the journey ahead would still hold challenges, they were ready to face them together, bold, unyielding, and guided by the indomitable spirit of a love that transcended the boundaries of life and death. And as they stood beneath the silver glow of the moon, Kieran knew this was just the beginning, a new chapter that would honor Alara's legacy and carve their path hand in hand, heart to heart. Together, they would forge a future where love triumphed over all, where the bonds of family and destiny would forever shine bright.